Okay, guys, this is the anime Aoi. Things are going to hell here. Personal stuff. Still, let's keep on going. A timed release? Yes. Right now, we can't have any interferences, not when we're so close. Pleading won't help with Cinder. It certainly didn't help Amber. So we make her a deal. We give her what she wants, but only at a later date. It certainly interests her. From what you told me of her reaction after Burrito, I have a feeling she considers us a threat. She will surely be interested in keeping out of each other's way as much as possible. Still, we have to give her a precise timing. Yes, I was thinking after the final exam for the first year. That's in little more than 1 month, so the wait won't be excruciatingly long. And speaking of which, there's something I need to talk to you all about regarding that. It concerns May. May? Something wrong on her end? On her hand? Not exactly. But it's better if I just told the story once. It needs a bit of background. I see. When's Penny and Evelyn come back from Vale then? What did they go into the city for anyway? Evelyn said that if we just kept obsessing over Sunday's operation for the rest of the week, we'd be completely spent by the time Amber needed us at 100%. And I can't fault that reasoning. So she said she wanted to go get us a distraction. Now I'm worried in a different way. And if you weren't, you couldn't be my second-in-command partner. I'm your what now? Okay. I know I should focus on other stuff, but I feel like I should keep on training attack. I don't know why. I just want to focus on power. I want to do the maximum amount of damage. Okay, let's see. Is there a story thing? No. Alright, I won't deny that considering the situation you found yourself into, you acted best as you could, but... God! Ow! Way to put a target on your head. Are you nuts? Noah, I share Evelyn's concerns. You've put yourself in harm's way by threatening her like so. You made yourself a priority for Cinder. This may sound incredibly childish, but she started it. She made herself a priority for me. For us. Yeah, still, you'll have to watch your back from now on. I guess. Okay, to be completely honest with all of you, that's not all that happened. You're missing the ending. Ending? What ending? So I was making my case. I had restrained her. Oh. Grabbed one of her wrists, pinned it above her head, got in her face, that kind of stuff. Oh my. And while I was doing that, she suddenly bit my lower lip. She what? Swear to God, she bit on my lower lip and pulled it back. Then she socked me in the face and hightailed it out of there. What the hell does that? Why? Or maybe Noah's seduction plan actually worked? Fat chance. She has more definitely not fallen for me. Of course, if your last private conversation is anything to go by, she's at very least considered very least consider you good enough to fuck. Evelyn? What? It's true. Ahem. Yeah, but point is, considering what was going on at that moment, wouldn't she be more prone to killing me than anything else right now? Yeah, but... this is confusing. Alright, maybe, just maybe, you're not become a target to her. Your actions made yourself something else in her eyes. But what exactly? Well, maybe Cinder is into rough copulation. Benny's mind is still in the gutter. I'm just throwing out hypotheses, as unlikely as they are. The problem is that we know next to nothing about Cinder as a person. And if her reaction can't be explained by what we know of her plans and role, must be something pertaining to her as a person. So we'll most likely never know. Great. Oh, whatever. The bottom line doesn't change, aka watch your back, Noah. The frightening music's still going on. Oh boy. Ma'am, you've been in a good mood lately. Have I? Yes. Okay. Bug report. Bug report. I'm pretty sure it's Emerald speaking, not me. Yes, I believe so. Did something happen? Yes. Yes, something happened. And something rare showed up in front of me. Something I actually want. Ma'am? Now, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of things I want to do, to accomplish. But the last time there was ever been something I wanted to have to possess, I was just a little girl. I see. So you're going to get it? I don't know if I should. What do you mean? Is there an impediment? The impediment is that I need to keep my focus on the mission. A distraction like this is something I can't allow. Even though this is such a rare occurrence, you've got to make sacrifices sometimes, Emerald. You of all people should know this. I do. But ma'am, that's only because I was alone. I won't deny that in life there are times when choices must be made, but the entire reason why you looked for me and Mercury's father was because there are things even you, by yourself, couldn't accomplish. Your point being... I don't mean to insult or diminish you, ma'am, but... I just want you to know that you can rely on me, to be your eyes and ears at any moment. You know, Emerald, I think I'll take you up on that offer. I won't disappoint you, ma'am. I'm sure. Now let's go back. There's a dress in desperate need of airing. Should I be afraid? Should I be afraid? Oh boy, what's going to happen to us? 150 Wednesday. That's a constantly check. Just like that? Just like that. Well, not exactly. I, of course, told them everything you told me, and we pretty much all share the same conclusion. Revenge or not, we don't believe you would be bringing people in a death trap, not after the way we heard you speak to Ruby. No, I wouldn't. If you asked us, it's because you believe it can be done. And you asked us specifically because you believe we can do it together. I bet you never asked this of anyone else before. That's correct. Then that's good enough for us. We owe you, remember? I have a feeling you may have not discussed this as much as I would have liked you to, but I'm not going to refuse the help I asked for. Thanks, Noah. My pleasure. What now? Now I gather and prepare the information you're going to need at a distance so that you can deal with a number of situations on your hands without having to worry about mine yet. Oh, does it show? Just a bit. But that's because I've been watching you. I guess I was a bit afraid you were going to refuse. And, if I may, before I go, what is it? I'm not the only one who's been looking. Watch your back if you hadn't been before. I know, right? I'll see you later, May. So my theory wasn't just a theory, huh? Oh, yeah. Absolutely not. Oh wow, never seen you react like this to anything before. Only makes me want to do it more. I don't understand what the problematic aspect is, Jack. It's a lovely design, tailor-made to your natural colors and size. I can see that, Penny, but just make me a suit, alright? Does the thought really bother you that much? I just... Skirts and gowns just don't look good on me, alright? My legs are too muscular, and just no. Jacqueline, I think you're going to look just fine. That's a nice thought and all, Penny, but... Also, we've already ordered the accessories for it. Oh boy. Damn you, carrots. No matter what, you're going in a dress. Probably did the dance that we saw in Volume 2. For those of you that actually watched Volume 2 on my other channel, which hopefully you did. Yes, again, Ruby is a good series, even though Montiome, sorry to hear that you died. At least your work is continuing. I don't know what else to say. Also, Minos Kane, you did an amazing job on this game. There's a few bugs, audio things, some texts here and there that need work. Again, amazing game. Oh, okay. Okay, hopefully that's the last pancake batter for this week. Oh no, what is going to happen here? I'm afraid of what's going to happen. How did we end up going through so much of the stuff anyway? We're not Team Juniper, where Nora eats all the pancakes. Maybe it has something to do with the burnt smell I felt sticking around the kitchen last weekend. Someone must have tried and failed to make some... This is not just offensive any longer, Noah. It's downright suicidal. Cinder. After how we parted last time, not paying attention to your surroundings, I didn't even make it hard for you to notice me this time. Look at what I'm wearing. Yeah, I'd rather not. Liar. Also, a murder on campus would put your plans on hold indefinitely, wouldn't you say? I guess it would. But that's not what I'm here for anyway. Killing you wouldn't only make a mess out of my plans, it wouldn't even be it wouldn't even be as easy as you would think. Excuse me? You've been training as a hunter, Noah, which means aura, a shield which is always on and automatically protects you and heals you. To kill you without a fight, I'd have to shoot at your head with a high-quality dust round shot from a high-powered sniper rifle, or dismember you and make you suffer a bleed out. The hell is wrong with... What do you want? Now, that's the right question. I just thought I'd put out there in the open both me and you. You and me. Yes, Noah. It wouldn't be that easy to kill him. And it wouldn't be easy to follow up on your little threat either. You think I'd hesitate? Oh, absolutely not. I know you meant every single word you said to me, and I know you wouldn't hesitate a second if I crossed that line. But still, while you had a great sell, I'll admit there's that tiny little problem of how your secret weapon works. How it works? Is your aura pool infinite by any chance, Noah? You only need that hint, huh? That's right. Even if what you said is technically true, consider how much aura is generated by a collapsing aura structure. Where are you going to put all of that? You're going to just come at me without any aura of your own, unprotected? They're going to spend aura as soon as you get it. Can you even do it while siphoning it? Can you do it faster than me killing you or any of your friends? You. Come on, do it. I figured. Yeah, going at each other wouldn't do anything but make trouble for the both of us. But we both know it's going to come to that sooner or later. I've made a mistake by getting involved with your team. I thought you easily manipulated fools. So what stops me from making you regret it as I regret it and throwing out the baby with the bathwater? Ugh. Yeah, nothing really. But you could provide me with something. What? That's enough for today. So pull your jaw back up, not a word to anyone, and wait for my message. We'll talk more at a later date. I wonder what's causing those goosebumps. I just made her even more dangerous, didn't I? By putting her in a no-win situation. Yeah, Cinder doesn't like losing, so I can imagine that. Ah, my eye. Ow, what the... You should probably wait for her to approach you, hon. That would be ideal, but what if she waits too much and decides to approach us on the wrong occasion? Say on Sunday morning. Oof, of course, when there's less people and no teachers around. Yeah, so it'll be better if I go talk to her myself, even if... Hey, D-Man, mind doing me a solid? Yang and Cinder? What solid do you need? Well, since you decided to recommend me for the ball's organization to Coco, I'd say you've earned some pack mule duties. Cinder gently offered to help, but it's a lot of stuff for just 2 people to bring you to the venue. Lucky. I see. I got a little before lunch. Lead the way. Much obliged, Noah. And by the way, what exactly do you mean by venue? Holy! This is massive. We've got to accommodate all the first and second years, plus the transfer students. This is actually a leftover of the Royal Palace. A leftover of what? Well, someone's surprised. You didn't know that beacon was built out of Vale's royal palace? No. No, I didn't. I mean, I remember something about Vale being monarchy until the World War from Professor Ublet's class, so does that mean that the vault and Roman Torchwick mentioned it too when... Simply put, when the king abdicated, the royal family decided to move out of the palace, which they then donated to the quickly reforming Vale so that they could make a place of learning out of it. Ever thought how weirdly well positioned the school is? You can see your surroundings for miles. It's elevated compared to Vale City. It had fortifications too once upon a time, and the Emerald Forest was the royal family's hunting grounds. But isn't it chock full of Grim? What do you think they hunted for, silly? It was a test of skill for the royals. I've seen something I never want to see again. Alright, enough with the history lessons. Let's just place the supplies somewhere and then we go have lunch. Sure, we'll leave these ones near the stage. Never ever laugh like that in front of me ever again. If I'm not allowed to enjoy myself at other people's expenses, what is left in life for me? And I think you were used to seeing new sides of me, Noah. Yeah. So what is it? Is this about helping with preparations for the ball? Yourself? Just doing my part to make this an event worth of the Vital Festival, and an opportunity to see the most well-preserved part of the Vale Royal Palace without a bunch of people in it. How could I not take it? Sure. Anyway, I'll tell you everything after the final exam. Excuse me? You want to know about Gennara, don't you? I'll tell you, but not now. How did you know? You avoided contact with me and my team since the burrito deal went through. Then, the moment Osmond gets interested in her, you start eye-stalking me again, looking for an opportunity to talk to me. Anyway, that's not the point. I'll tell you everything we know about Gennara, but only after the final exam, and only if you leave us alone until then. Provided the vow of non-interference is reciprocal, this arrangement works perfectly for me. Very well then. Her name is Gennara. I'm amazed that Cinder hasn't. I'm amazed that anyone hasn't even told her the name. Oh, Grant, did Salem even? Did Osmond even told Salem her name? Probably not. Okay, let's see here. Story? Nope. Let's look around before we do anything. Ah, my eye. It itches. God damn it. Good morning, sleepyhead. Hey, I woke up on time. You're just an early riser. Friday. Day 152. 30 days left. Oh boy. How high is our aura level anyway? 25. Now, I don't know how to measure that. So... Okay, there's a story thing. I feel my hands shaking if I focus on them. I'm like a pressure cooker, close to bursting out or leaking. Bella, are you sure this isn't putting any strain on you? Well, it is, but not in a bad way. It's more like the strain you put on a muscle to exercise. Well, I don't have an aura pool limit. I never had to shoulder so much aura all at one time. Not even when you destroyed the Guardian? No, not even then. I'm sure Witcher must have felt it, and he genuinely didn't care about it. Sometimes I fear we will only be aware of his plans when it's too late. Hello again. Evening. Once again, thanks for your time and sorry for all the trouble. Hello, Titania, Janara. It's fine by me. Repetition is important for memorization after all. If you feel so bad about it, why are we doing it to begin with? And multiple times a day? Because a little birdie got herself in a pickle and I want to make sure everybody remembers the route she's going to have to stick to during her play date. If we didn't need our rest, I'd do it even tomorrow. Stop threatening me like a kid, treating me like a kid. I'm older than you. Maybe when you start acting like it. Now, Vamoosh. One more time. Huh. Remind you of anyone? Hardly. You've never been that cute when throwing a tantrum. It's done. I transferred the entire source code into your database. Remember how you only have one use. It will be enough. Thank you, Seal. Well, I'm officially accomplished now. Not really, Seal. Just technically. To be official, that will necessitate us to be caught in your role in all of this to be discovered. And I'm now 82% sure that it's not going to happen. You have considerably changed from your last personality evaluation, Penny. As it was expected, no one had any valid projections of how my personality would develop once I started interacting with people in an uncontrolled environment. Your situation is certainly similar, no? Not really, no. Huh? There have been no projections made for me. I was never supposed to leave my father's lab unless there was an emergency with you. Then you became an emergency, and even then there were people in the Atlas army who would have preferred to just recall you and wipe your databanks. There still are. I see. So you weren't even the first option to deal with my possible rogueness. No, I wasn't. Then why are you here? Because I asked to be, to my father. Thanks for your assistance, Mr. Polendina. Nonsense. Keeping James busy is maybe what I'm best at, after robotics. And the situation of this poor girl saddens me. Considering that machine is based on my designs, I feel partly responsible. I find it peculiar that they didn't ask you for your counsel in this. Maybe you could have helped Amber. Or I could have done something completely different. You see, even before I revealed to James that there is no such thing as a kill switch for Penny, he never trusted me to the point of being privy to state secrets. Or his own. We both know that the only reason I stay with the Atlas Army is out of convenience. There's no loyalty to any flag in these bones, just scientific interest in my own judgment. I feel a certain affinity. And speaking of secrets, Osmond and his circle certainly do keep a lot of secrets. But I'm starting to wonder if he doesn't keep even more from them than they do from the rest of the world. Again, true. Are you absolutely sure you're going alone? She would take that as aggressive. She made it clear that she doesn't trust me. I understand that. My question is why you're trusting her, despite her help to Team Jade in their endeavors. It's not about trust. It's about an opportunity that I can't pass over even if I have to take risks. What is it? If there's one thing I've never seen you do, Osmond, is take risks so easily. Just what is so important about a little girl that looks like her? Are you afraid this could be another her despite her apparent disposition? Yes, as I said, there's no greater danger. So imagine if there were suddenly two. Yeah, you're not bullshitting out of this, Osmond. No, that's not what I fear. I see. What I really fear is her having nothing in common with either of us. Saturday, day 153. Okay, we're going to focus on Penny in the next part.